Good morning, guys. Well, it's good morning for me and Francis. He missed you all, so he just wanted to say hi. Today we are jumping into the wonderful world of volume of prisms and cylinders. This is chapter 11, section 4. We're skipping the first 3 sections. All right, so what is volume? Volume, we represent it with a V, is the space that a figure occupies. It's the measure in cubic units. So we've been putting squared a lot lately, but now we're going to put cubed. We've been putting square for area, but volume is cubed. It's 3-dimensional. So if you have the height and an area of a prism or a cylinder, you can find its volume. All you need is the height and area. All right, so volume of a prism is big B, capital B, times H. And that capital B is used to represent the area of the base. So you've got to find the area of the base first, big B, and then multiply it by the height. So here's an example of it. Here, find the volume of the rectangular prism. So the first thing we want to do is we want to find big B. All right, and if we're looking at this, the base of this figure would be right here. So I would do 5 times 3 and get 15. And then I need to multiply big B by the area of my base times my height. So 15 times 4 equals 60. And that's 60 feet cubed. Cubed because volume. Cubed because volume. All right, and here's an even more fun-filled problem. You thought you were done with special right triangles, but no. All right, so find the volume of the triangular prism. Let me see how I can make this work best. Okay, so here's my triangular prism. Notice I have a triangle here and a triangle down here. All right, my triangle here has a side of 8, 8, and a base of 8. So if I were to redraw that or look at that, so I'm just looking at the triangle part of the prism, I would see that it's an equilateral triangle, and because it's equilateral, each angle is 60 degrees. Let me zoom in a little bit so hopefully you can see. All right, as a result of that, I would go ahead and use the properties of special right triangles. Label my sides. Across from the 60 is n rad 3, across from the 90 is 2n, and across from the 30 is just n. That's because I took my original triangle, my original equilateral triangle, and cut it in half, right? So now I have a right triangle. So the side that I know is this n side because I went ahead, oh, just kidding. The side that I know is this hypotenuse side, the 2n. So I want to solve for n, and I would divide by 2 and divide by 2, and I would get 4. So this little side is 4. All right, which means the height of my triangle is n rad 3, or 4 rad 3. So in order to find the area, I'm going to take my height, which I had for the base of this triangle, or triangular prism, the base, which I know is 8, right? 8, times 4 rad 3, the height, and divide it by 2. I'll get 32 rad 3 over 2. I need to divide by 2, and I'll get 16 rad 3. Okay, that's my big B. That's the area of my base. The next thing I need to do is I need to multiply the area of my base, 16 rad 3, by my height. So here's big B. And we're going to move along to this next page. All right, so 16 rad 3. Hope you're not getting vertigo, times 10, which would be 160 rad 3, and it was inches, so inches squared. Yep, you thought you were done with special right triangles. Ha ha ha. They're never ending. Next, we're going to talk about volume of a cylinder. So, again, it's big B, but it's a cylinder, so big B is a little different this time. All right, that means because it's a cylinder, your tops and your bottoms are circles. I'll show you an image in just a second. So you have to take the area of a circle, which is pi, times your radius squared. okay, and then multiply it by your height. So find the volume of a cylinder in terms of pi. In terms of pi, meaning that you're going to leave your answer with the symbol of pi at the end, all right, instead of multiplying it by 3.14. So, let's see here. All right, here is my cylinder. If you notice, I went ahead and marked this all the way across as 6. All right, and my height is 8. All right, well, I need, in order to find big B, the area of my base, I need to take pi and multiply it by my radius. Well, all the way across is my diameter, which is 6. So I'm going to take that 6, and I'm going to divide it by 2. So then I'll figure out that my radius is 3. And then I'm going to square that 3, because it's your radius squared, and get 9. So I'll have 9 pi. And I'm going to leave it like that, because that's what it means to leave something in terms of pi. All right, so now, since that's the area of my base, I'm going to multiply by my height, which is 8. So 9 pi times 8. Again, leaving it in terms of pi, so all I'm really multiplying are the 9 and the 8, which should be 72 pi centimeters squared. And that is volumes of prisms and cylinders. Have a great weekend, guys. I'll see you Monday.